Good evening again and welcome to the 2021-2022 Science National Honor Society Induction. The Science National Honor Society is an organization that will engender a new group of young thinkers who will be the future of industry, research, and scientific exploration for America. Tonight we honor this group of young people for their academic achievements in the area of science at Upper Darby High School. And with that, I would like to introduce Ms. Delaney, Science Department Chair, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
I am the advisor of the Science National Honor Society, Ms. Hale. I look forward to working with these students over the coming year. Tonight, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker for today. He is a graduate of Upper Darby High School, class of 2017. He attended the University of Sciences in Philadelphia, graduating just this past year, 2021, with a bachelor's in science. He is currently working for the Department of Safety and Homeland Security, Division of Forensic Science of the state of Delaware. Please welcome Mr. Joseph Vasari.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I did want to say thank you to Ms. Hale for extending the invitation for me to join you all tonight for what is probably one of your many accomplishments of your high school career. When I was asked to be here this evening, I did what all good investigators do. I started digging through my bookshelves and my drawers, looking for my high school yearbook to bring back all the memories of my time here at Upper Darby. A lot may have changed over the past 5 years. I'm now in a lot more debt. I have a couple fancy letters after my name, but one thing hasn't changed. It's Upper Darby High School, the commitment of its students, and the dedication to achieve excellence. I remember fighting my parents tooth and nail every time the question came up about us moving because I wanted to experience everything that Upper Darby had to offer. From the 8th grade engineering team at Drexel Hill through the PFE hospital class here at Upper Darby, and all of the AP courses that my very exhausted high school brain could handle. What sets Upper Darby, and in turn the rest of you, apart from everyone else in this area is the ability to take advantage of the wide array of course offerings and the dedicated teachers behind them, many of which I'm sure you all had. Not a day goes by that Upper Darby hasn't had an impact on my life, both professionally and personally. After graduating in 2017, I found myself a short drive from home over in Philly, attending a school that had a student population half the size of this school. You want to talk about culture shock coming to a school this size? Try going to a school half the size of this and saying, where's everybody? Having experienced the diversity, workload, and all-around culture that was Upper Darby helped me experience the next glimpse of the world, and it honestly came easy. And like in high school, so did following the balance of managing my time between the classroom and then eventually the crime scene. Each day you successfully juggle the coursework and extracurriculars you're all involved in. Guess what? You're another day closer to doing it for the rest of your lives. The same influences that guided me through college have now carried me through my professional life, providing me with the foundation to now experience the real world, all while staying grounded to the experiences and the people that have come from this school. Each place I worked had been marked by a series of youngest. I was the youngest to work in Delaware County as an investigator, the youngest in Montgomery County, and now the youngest in the state of Delaware. It kind of feels like every time I get a new job, I'm a freshman coming to this school for the first time. My specific love for science started back in elementary school because, honestly, it was the class I didn't have to study for the most. However, as that love continued to develop, so did the rigor of the courses, the complexities of the material, and the overall effort that was required of me to succeed. No longer did the days of carefree classes exist, and the stage was set for the greatest lesson that I ever learned in my life. That lesson is that the greatest obstacle in life is you yourselves. I look back on my junior year, where passing a certain pre-calculus class with a decent grade was almost impossible. I very easily could have given up, withdrawn from the class, and sacrificed everything that I had worked for, including my parents' sacrifice of not moving so I could come here. However, I found myself doing things that I never did before, staying up all night, going to tutoring sessions, and constantly studying to jump that hurdle. The next hurdle came for me the first time I ever set foot in a forensic facility. Seeing an autopsy be performed for the first time triggered my brain to give me an impromptu nap in the middle of the freshly cleaned floor. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing when the career you want to get in, specifically working in a morgue, makes you pass out. But again, I found myself in a position where I could have given up and sacrificed everything that I had worked for since 6th grade, packed my bags, and joined the fire department because it was one of the 35 things that I was doing when I was here in high school. However, again, I found myself brushing off the freshly cleaned wax, putting in the work necessary to overcome those unscheduled naps, and now here I am. Perseverance through those obstacles has helped me to reach places that I never thought I could go. It allowed me to work in the field that I love, a field that I honestly never thought I could get into because my perception of it was I needed to be a doctor. I still do, but now I get to be an investigator until that point. It allowed me to train with the FBI, and it has allowed me to continue to add to my list of youngest. It was perseverance that allowed me to provide voices to those who no longer have theirs for these past 3 years, and it's perseverance that will carry you through your individual finish line. In this world, you will encounter those who tell you that you can't do something. Maybe they'll say that you can't do it because you're young or because you're inexperienced. But like I said, you're your own obstacle. If for whatever reason you find yourself in a position that you're not doing something because you're too young or too inexperienced, it wasn't them, it was you. So set that bar higher. To the parents, guardians, and friends, thank you for supporting everyone that you see on stage before you. The successes you see each day are a testament to the support that you all provide, even when, like I told my parents, it comes across as nagging. To the students, congratulations on your achievement. This is only the beginning. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Thank you.
Candidates, having been presented, verified, and approved by the advisor committee, you may now take it upon yourself the honors and obligations of membership in the Upper Darby Science National Honor Society. Inductees, please stand at this time. If you are ready to accept membership, please answer, "I am ready for membership." Candidates, please sit. As your names are called, please move to the table, sign the membership book, and receive your pin from Ms. Hale, and then get your certificate from Assistant Principal, Mr. Bendit. Our first inductee is Zaire Anzum. Our second is Alice Etienne. Zane Foster. Tori Gattuso. Albert Giotti. Delena Ha. Amber Hill. Edison Hung. Rakai Iqbal. Harinder Jeet Rakira. Iman Kashif. Amar Karidkot. Kayla Lob. Molly McGee. Boluwatif McKenna. Krista Ramdas. Prince Singh. Keesan Smith. Alex Ty. Joel Tomey. Mahajan Topider. And our last inductee, Holakana Yi. This year, we had to elect all 4 new officers, as our officers who left were all seniors. We would like to announce and install our 4 new officers. When announced, please come forward to take your oath and to take your seat behind this podium. Each officer has important duties, and each is responsible for the chapter's success. For the office of treasurer, this officer is responsible for receiving, recording, and distributing funds. It will be your duty to keep an accurate record of all monies paid into the chapter treasury. Working with the chapter advisor, you will pay all bills promptly so that the chapter maintains a reputation for honesty and efficiency. You will at times be prepared to furnish information concerning the financial condition of our chapter. May I present Khadija Umir, the elected treasurer of the Upper Darby. Thought I was giving away something. Khadija, come down. As the elected treasurer of the Upper Darby Science National Honor Society.
I, Khadija, pledge to do my best to provide outstanding leadership to the Science National Honor Society of Upper Darby High School. I will execute the duties of the Office of Treasurer to the best of my ability and provide leadership for the pursuit of excellence in scientific knowledge. Thank you.
The duties of Office of Secretary are to keep an accurate record of all meetings of the chapter and working with the Vice President to keep the membership records accurate and up to date. Working with the chapter advisor, you will be responsible for notifying members of meetings and keeping them informed of chapter events. You will be also responsible for the communications between the chapter and the school. May I present Zuhar Anzum as our elected secretary.
I, Zuhar, pledge to do my best to provide outstanding leadership to the Science National Honor Society of Upper Darby High School. I will execute the duties of Office of Secretary to the best of my abilities and provide leadership for the pursuit of excellence in scientific knowledge.
Congratulations.
The Vice President's duty is to perform all duties of the President in his or her absence and to cooperate with them to promote the chapter's best interests. Working with the Secretary, you are to maintain accurate membership records for our chapter. May I present Naib Iqbal, the elected Vice President of the National Science Honor Society.
I will execute the duties of the Office of Vice President to the best of my ability and provide leadership for the pursuit of excellence in scientific knowledge.
Before I do President, I just want to let you know that they voted and had no idea who won until this moment. So this is like, it's a little shock to them. So they are waiting anxiously for this. The President's duty is to preside at all chapter meetings, to fill, with the advice of the chapter advisor, all appointed offices, appoint all committees, order drafts in Treasury, and exercise general supervision over the chapter's activities. It's my pleasure to present Rafif El Said as President of the National Science National Honor Society.
Where's it? Here. I, Rafif, pledge to do my best to provide outstanding leadership to the Science National Honor Society of Upper Darby High School. I will execute the duties of the Office of President to the best of my ability and provide leadership for the pursuit of excellence in scientific knowledge.
Congrats.
Congratulations, officers. I would like to introduce Assistant Principal for the senior class, Mr. William Hensel. He will help with the presentation of the seniors' graduation honor cords.
Will the senior members please stand and be recognized? The cord that you are about to receive is a symbol of the ties that you have to the Science National Honor Society, your high school, and your community. It serves as a reminder of the obligation you have as a member of the SNHS to promote curiosity of learning, discovery of answers, and the pursuit of knowledge in the quest to understand the unknown. I will now introduce the seniors for this year's Science National Honor Society group. You can be seated. As your name is called, you can come up to Ms. Hale and receive your cord. Nazik Abudaya, Zuhar Anzum, Rafif El Sayed, Alice Etienne, Noor Farasin, Zane Foster, Turi Gattuso. Albert Giotti. Anam Hassan. Naeeb Iqbal. Rakaya Iqbal. Natalie Keller. Candide Quejiseo. Madison Lore. Olivia McConnell. Molly McGee. Michaela McKinney. Renee Purnell. Krista Ramdas. Jasmine Rashid. Emma Cialaba. Prince Singh. Kisan Smith. Nishat Tasni. Alex Tai. Majabin Tapater. Timothy Tran. Khadijah Umar. Hang Lakana Yi. Samiha Zareen. Congratulations to all my seniors. Thanks for all your hard work, guys. With that, I'd like to introduce Ms. Hale again for closing remarks.
One of my favorite quotes is by Sir Isaac Newton. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. These giants have names like Rutherford, Mendel, Planck, Hooke, Einstein, Tesla, Pasteur, Fermi, and so many others. These giants also include the nameless contributors like graduate assistants, TAs, lab technicians, and others. Science is about a community. It's about a community of learners. Science not about the great discovery. The aha moments are very rare. Science is slow. Science is methodical. Let's be honest, science can be quite boring at times. Rarely do science intend on making a great discovery. Sometimes the great leap even happens by chance. Alexander Fleming never intended to make the world-changing antibiotic wonder drug. Fleming accidentally contaminated his petri dishes with that contained Staphylococcus bacteria with green mold. He later noticed the bacteria did not grow in these dishes. The green mold was then called penicillin. Percy Spencer was an American engineer who worked for Raytheon. He walked in front of a vacuum tube using it that generated microwaves. He noticed that the chocolate bar in his pants melted. This was in 1945. The first microwave oven wasn't sold to a consumer till 1967. I don't remember having one until the 80s. These kids grew up with the microwave. I told you science was slow. Both examples above deal with scientists taking advantage of an observation they made and standing on the shoulders of all the scientists that went before them. The scientists who developed the Petri dish, the scientists who discovered the bacteria, the scientists who discovered the vacuum tube, all of those led to these discoveries. Sir Terry Pratchett said, "Science is not about building a body of fact. It is a method for asking awkward questions and subjecting them to a reality check, thus avoiding the human tendency to believe whatever makes us feel good." Hopefully, through their studies here at Upper Darby High School and beyond, these students will use these skills they have learned to be able to differentiate between science and questionable. Just maybe they will be able to see further than anyone before them ever saw and lead the future generations into greater heights than we could possibly imagine. And one day, we may stay on their shoulders as giants. Congratulations to the inductees. Congratulations to the officers. Thank you, parents, for such wonderful students. And that is the end. I want to thank you.